We've had a bunch of rain all week long, and unfortunately you can't put a pop-up camper up when the canvas is wet, because like I said in a previous video, that's what makes mold in there, and we do not want that. So we still got our poppy up. Turn this around this way with the sun. The glass is fogging up. That's how humid and hot it is out here. So we still got the old popper up. So we're gonna sleep in it tonight. It's gonna be solo, just me. The boy wanted to stay inside this time, so it's just me out here in the pop-up. And what I want to do is, remember I said I made that meal with the sausage and the rice and the peppers and onions? Well, I went and bought some of that today, and we're going to cook it in there, but we're going to have to cheat just a little bit because I didn't have firewood, so I couldn't do it over the fire. So we're going to do it on top of a burner and see how it works. And I got to try to remember how I did it. So it's going to be good either way, I guarantee it. Alright, let's move this guy closer so we can see what's going on. So, you guys probably see me lock that door every time I get in here, and it's not, to me, it's not like a safety thing. I was just joking around when I say I gotta lock my door, but it helps keep the door actually closed. I don't have it perfectly level and set up. Obviously, I just threw it up one day, and if you don't have it sitting just right, that door won't shut all the way, and a lot of times it won't even shut at all. So you got to re-level it, and that little latch just helps keep the doors up there. So let's see what we got. Put you guys down. Can you see, man? Alrighty, main ingredient: sausage, smoked sausage. Wait, smoked sausage. And we got some boil in the bag rice. I got the little one because it's just me, so there's no reason to get the family size ones. I'm gonna cheat a little bit on this too. Normally I get my own peppers and onions and I chop them up. I just like them fresher, but I didn't really have time, so I got pre-packaged bell peppers and pre-packaged onions. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what it is about these pre-packaged diced yellow onions. Every time I've gotten them, they just smell super strong. It just smells like an armpit. I don't know why. They always taste fine, but the fresh onions, when I kill them, they don't smell like that. But these always have a really strong smell to them. So I'm sure it's gonna be great sleeping here tonight. And I got something different I want to try and put in there. Some diced green chilies. Never had them. I see a guy that cooks a lot of times with these, so I wanted to try them out. And to make it even better, we're going to use the stuff that was in my tote. So I didn't know if the one pot, the bigger one, was enough. By the time it would hold the rice for sure, but by the time I got the sausage, the onions, the peppers, I didn't think it was going to be enough. So I'm going to boil the rice. Actually, you know, I think I'm going to take the rice out of the bag. Yeah, we're going to try like that and split it in half. Well, this one's a little smaller, so we're going to cook them in 2 pots. See what happens. And remember that old knife? I got it out and sharpened it some. Still not satisfied with the tip at all, but the blade itself, that'll cut some smoked sausage. And I got my double burner. We'll set that up in a second. So yes, I did wash everything, and it is safe to eat off of. I got a bunch of these plastic forks and things in here in a box that I keep like closed up, so we're going to use one of these. That one's kind of bent, so we're going to use that one. That way I didn't have to worry about washing that one in there. My only concern is how hot it's going to get in here, because it is a propane one, but they've got it set up where you can take the burner that they supply you and put it on this counter and run the gas line to it and cook. So we just have to make sure the air stays running good all night, which so far has not let me down at all. So you gotta love them old air conditioners. They got some good Freon in them. Okay, let's get set up and do this. All right. Got my refrigerator plugged in. I gotta show you what else I got. salt vinegar chips, and dessert. Who remembers those? Fudge rounds. Okay, let's get my junk set up here so nothing falls, catches on fire, nothing like that. Never done this, never cooked in here. Always cook outside. This is my old 2-burner. I washed it off a little bit. It's got these little flip up things. Keep the lid closed and serve his feet. A lot of them have that now. Lid, wind guard. Is it going to mess you up if I put that up? Nah, not too bad. Alright. There. Whoa. When I get new tanks, whichever one that I'm using, I always tear the label off and then leave the label on the new one, because you don't want to get them confused. And you still got the same amount of propane, but the idea is you want to drain one before you start messing with the other one, because if you start dipping in both tanks back and forth, one day you're going to get to a campsite and guess what? That one's going to run out, but you've also been dipping in the second one. That one's going to run out. So that's a little trick I do. I always just pull the label off whatever one I'm using. That way I know for sure I have a full new tank. I did burn this for a few minutes while ago just to kind of get the crud off the grate. So it was working. We'll see if it still is. Been a while since I cooked on it though. Couldn't tell you the last time I cooked on it. Imagine I just boiled some rice or made some pancakes or something like that in the mountains. I don't know why these are up in here. You guys can see. Lid. Oh, don't wear it out. Whoa. I'm down there, lid. The only thing I don't like about it is there's no igniter, so you gotta carry a lighter. Yeah, no lighter, so you gotta carry a lighter. You get what I'm saying. There's no like push button thingy. Alright, how much? What do we need? One bag ought to be enough. That's gonna swell up pretty good. Giggity. Put my tab. Pour about 4 cups of water. So probably most of those bottles. Put a little more in that one. Yeah, we're just gonna wing it and see what happens. If I need to add more water, then I'll just add more water. That looks like 1 cup. That looks like 2 cups. Looks like a piece of cup. Pretty sure my measurements are way off. Trash in the trash bag, like I always say. I'll put a little more in that one. And put some in this one. Yeah, that'll work. What did it say? 10 minutes? 10 minute success. Bull uncovered 8 to 10 minutes. Move bag and drain. Well, we're not going to do that. So, taking it out of the bag. Just seeing what happens. It's floating around, it's floating around. If I got too much water, well, we'll figure it out. I mean, how do you cook loose rice? Not much in that one. I probably got way too much water. Yeah. There's your new 2 bags. Nah, that's not that bad. Alright. Let's see what we got. The stinkers. Trash and trash bag. How much onions do you think we need? Say when. Man, these things stink. probably good for that one. Oh my lord, dude. They smell horrible. But when I say they stink, they don't smell like they're bad. They're just really strong smelling. And we've had them plenty of times and they've always smelled like that. And they've always tasted fine. Normally I get them fresh, but kind of limited on my time today at the beginning because I was working and we had first day of school for my kids. So yes, mine started today. Not everybody else's did. Peppers. Well, I'm doing it that way. We got a serving spoon out of my utensil case here. Look at that. That looks good. That looks good. And normally, like I said last time, I put this in that tray and it worked out really good. So we're gonna see what happens. Like I said, I never cooked with these, so first time for everything. Probably use all of these. Put it in there, a little runny. I'm not gonna use all these. Handful left in there. I'll set that somewhere I don't knock it over. What's next? The main ingredient. Easy peel. Let's see how easy peel it is. That does not look easy. It's stuck together. Here we go. I'm at a little spot. Success. Success rice. Need something to cut it on. Got my cutting board. But my camera's sitting on it, so we're going to use this. There's some jets flying over. Whoa, sausage down. Might as well do the whole thing, right? I like some smoked sausage myself. I don't buy it often because I kind of forget about it. Ain't nothing wrong with a good smoked sausage sandwich. Or just eat it right out the pack. Yeah. Might all fit in here without boiling over. Oh. Put a little more on that one there. That might need a little more water. We'll see. Well, knife cut's okay. Guess the sharpening worked. What we'll do with this? There. Alright. That's looking not bad. That's looking not bad either. Trash goes in the bin. Rice goes here. And napkins. fun part. All up in my business, man. Get it away. Woo. Don't want to get it too hot in here. Alright. We let that boil. I'm going to let it cook for a minute. If you want to see it real quick, let's see. See? Not terrible looking. We shall see. It's looking a little thin on rice. So should have just went ahead and did two. Not a problem. We're just going to add one and a little bit of water. Looks fair. Looks also fair. There's more in that one. And add a little more water. Like that. That one's got plenty in it. That one that just started boiling. So that's not terrible. We just figure it out and work with it. It's cooking pretty good. I don't know how watery it's going to be. I might have messed up on that, but that's all right. I didn't even think about the peppers and the onions and all that releasing juices. Then now we just got more of like a soup. Hopefully it'll be pretty good though. I think it's going to be just fine. That was finally boiling. Now this fella needs to hurry up and boil again. There we go. Turn that sucker up. It's really not that hot in here. Not yet though. Yeah. This is what I'm wanting on this side right here. That's looking nice. Real nice. This one here, yeah, it's getting there. It's still a little runny, but by the time I mix them together, I think that's going to be beautiful. I might dump it out in one of them damn aluminum trays. I'll keep it in this. I might need to find a way to get a little more juice in that side. Yeah, do it like that. Don't need much. Just a little more. Where's my ladle? Smells good in there. It is starting to get a little warmer in here. It's not unbearable by no means. I don't know. It's probably more just because I'm standing or sitting right here. I brought me a chair in, so probably because I'm sitting right here at these flames. I can tell you that I forgot all about this with this burner. It's kind of like an on or off. It's so sensitive. The little knobby here, I guess because it's got a little tiny fuel line running into the banks. But if you want to turn it down, you got to be very careful because it almost like shuts off immediately. So then I've already shut this side off twice trying to turn it down. So you got to move your pot, put your lighter back in there and relight it and try not to burn your hand on that hot grate. I mean, all the way up, when you start turning it up, it almost like does like exponential. It's just like whoof. But turning it down, it's also like and it's like on or off. So you got to be careful with it. It's very sensitive, very touchy. And this is the only two burner one I have like this style. Like I said, I have a Blackstone, and I've only cooked on like the griddle side. I did light the burner just to burn the new off of it, but I have not tried cooking on it yet. And this one here, it looks to be a Northwest Territory, whatever brand that is. I have no idea where it came from, to be honest. I haven't used it since my mountain days. So I wanted to try it out, get all the cobwebs and all that mess out. It was very dirty. I did clean it up some. It smells great. I bet some salt and pepper would be fantastic in this. But I didn't bring any out. We're kind of winging it. That's looking pretty tasty. I bet that's going to be really hot. like temperature wise. I almost got a jalapeno and diced it up. Normally I get jalapeno plants and grow my own jalapenos, but I didn't get any this year. I got banana peppers and cayenne pepper, and they just started growing really good, and then we had this huge storm just destroy them. So they're kind of regrowing now, and I'm finally getting a handful of peppers off. But I mean, it's just a loss this year with my pepper plants. That's okay. It happens. I know where I can get some at. This is looking great. I keep staring this one because the water level is lower and it's a smaller pot, so I don't want my rice burning on the bottom. And there's still plenty of liquid in there for it to cook, but this one here has got a hair more liquid, but I think it's going to be working out perfect. Let me give me a sample in a second. That refrigerator is working great. It's called a gallons, like G-A-L-A-N-Z, gallons. I guess it has got some geese flying over. Here, them things honk. I guess it holds multiple gallons worth of cubic inches. I don't know. It works though. Yeah, we live in like a bird migration path, I guess. Because every time when the geese start flocking, you'll see them in a huge V shape. Every day you'll see them fly right over the house. You'll hear them honk. Sometimes they're just quiet. If it's getting darker, you don't really hear them as much. You can see them, and then you'll hear the wings flapping, because they actually fly down kind of low, like almost to like tree level line. And it's pretty neat watching them every year. I'm not gonna lie. We got a lot of crows around here, and every like once a year we have what I call a crow convention, and they'll flock to, like, we got some trees behind the house, and there's a field behind the trees. I don't know how many thousands of crows will flock to them trees, and you'll come out here and just see them flying everywhere like death's hanging around, and they're loud, just out there hawking and squawking and hollering and fighting and loving and everything. I like my crows though. I give them bread. Maybe you're not supposed to really do that. I'm hoping one day one of them will bring me something shiny. But anytime I eat pizza, I eat my pizza and I throw my crust out there. And in about 5 minutes, you'll see them flocking in. They'll grab it and run. Old hot dog buns, burger buns, and I give them to my crows. They ain't brought me back nothing yet. I get a bunch of pecans around the yard. I don't have a pecan tree, but I'm constantly finding pecans around the yard. Like they'll hide them somewhere. Alright, let's try one of these things. This is probably going to be a terrible idea how hot it's going to be. We got some onions, some pepper, some rice. I ain't got a sausage yet. That's really good. I think since I'm cooking on like a lower heat, it's going to take a little longer on the rice, but that's actually a benefit in my favor. Yeah, that's tasty. I'm ready to try one of these sausages in a minute. Man, this is looking great. I went ahead and mixed them together in one giant pot full of food. That is a lot of food. You eat all that, man, you're going to be stuffed with all that rice. Let me show it to you. Check this out. It looks pretty tasty. Not terrible. I think some salt and pepper in it will be really good. But we're going to try it out like this. I don't know how I'm going to eat it. I guess out of the pot. I mean, it's just me. Let's see. We're going to try the rice with the peppers and onions first. That looks pretty good, not terrible. Looks really hot. That was really hot. Like temperature wise. Yeah, that's something, some pepper, some kind of seasoning that would be good. Let's see, let's get me one with some sausage. I hadn't had a sausage yet. Probably could have used all them peppers and onions. I didn't know I was going to add a second bag of rice though, and it looked kind of full. I know the rice is going to expand and it's going to like fill up better and look more satisfying. But if I had known I was gonna put the second bag in there, then I would have added all of it. I bet originally I got the family size. Like, this is the regular, just like the regular size one. They make one that's family size, and I don't know if it's like 2 bags of these in one bag, or if it's like 1.5. But that's what we buy at the house with the family size one, and that works perfect. I think that is more than one of the family size ones, so I should have just got the family size one. I had it in my buggy at Food Lion. Then I put it back and got the regular one. That sausage is great. That really sits really well with it. It complements each other fantastic. Look at all that steam just coming out. So yeah, we're gonna have a warm night, I guess, with all this sitting in here. I could have cut the sausage a little thinner. I want some? Maybe, maybe not. Oh. Oh. Ah, holy crap. Ugh, that thing had to go. Don't get it from the bottom. That's hot. Ugh. Nothing like a fresh layer of skin on your tongue. And then it trips me out. Gallons. Well, I'm gonna eat some more of this. I need some better lighting in here. Still running my 2 regular lights. I tried to turn my night light on down here. Oh, see, it didn't do anything. It just kind of lit my pot up. So I should probably get a new night light too, because that one's old and not very bright. Okay, I'm gonna eat some of this. Try not to kill my tongue again. I already got my jammies on, done had me a shower. I'm gonna crawl in this bed and watch a little movie and hit the sack. I had to step outside and handle some business real quick. I really wanted to show you guys the moon and stars up here, but the old phone's not gonna focus. But I hope you can hear these bugs. That is awesome. That's just what I love hearing out here. And usually when I tent camp out here, around 2 o'clock in the morning, I hear some coyotes howling. So we'll see if I hear any tonight. But for now, I got these nice bugs speaking to me. I'll see you in the morning. Chickens out there hollering. Well, as usual, thirsty. As usual, I slept fantastic in here. I love sleeping in this thing. Air worked good. Look up to some chickens hollering. It's getting warm right here though. The sun's wrapping around. Yeah, man. A mess to clean up in here. Still smells like onions in here. Not bad though. Well, let's get out of here and see what we got going on. Took that off. Let's go see these chickens. There's some of my chickens. What you girls hollering at? What you hollering at? Woke me up. Alright, that's it for this one. Have a good day.